Welcome, Gemini, to your mid-month reading for October. I hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe, guys. Welcome back, all subscribers and all the new subscribers. Welcome, welcome. And cross-watchers, of course. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on. Best message coming out for the mid-month for the beautiful Gemini. We got the disappointed and walking away. So I just feel like right now you do feel like you're disappointed. You may be walking away from something. Or somebody may be disappointed and they're walking away. Take it how it fits in your life. Lack of inner joy. Feeling a little smug right now because of the dissatisfaction. Not feeling that inner happiness at this time. I feel like some of you may be leaving a job. It could be a love, okay, because of cups. But whatever it is, it was like, this is where I felt like my inner happiness was going to be, but I don't trust this anymore. I don't find strength here anymore. And it's just becoming a very negative outlet. Literally. All it does is just provide negativity. Okay, so it does feel like there was a lot of manipulation, a lot of poor planning, poor judgment going around you. And you lost the confidence within this situation. Whatever your situation is, okay? Unless it really, really comes up, then I will put it there. Otherwise, you know your situation. It's not a channel of just love or just career, right? It's open. It's general reading. I do feel like for a lot of you, it could even be that you are leaving your work in home job to go find a real job. Your enterprise may not be working, so you might feel like you have to go get a real job out into the real world because your home job is not working. Maybe you're working online and it's just not benefiting you at this time. So you might feel like I have to wander into the outside world, right? Or maybe do both. Maybe I have to find, a real time job and make this, online job my second job. That's for some of you. Some of you, it could be a love situation. I will bring love in. You might feel this person's very self-centered, very jealous, and very smothering. They're not allowing you to. There's where that manipulation could be coming through as well. Not letting you live the life you want to live. They might be leading you down the wrong road, or you might feel like they're leading themselves into a place of darkness, lying and manipulation, unfaithfulness, cheating. So it feels like right now you're kind of playing it small in the background, kind of playing it safe. It says returning to travel, so that's where I feel too. Also, there's that other feeling of needing to go out and get a real job. My at-home job is not doing as well as I wanted it to be. So there is some obstacles and some delays going on. It could have slowed down to the point where you're just not seeing the clientele that you wanted to see. It may feel like you're going backwards. So you feel like you're kind of stuck in the past, like this has happened before. It was a good thing that I got out of that, but now it's returning back, right? Or it even could be the relationship that's stuck in the past. Maybe they're getting back stuck in the past, or maybe you're going backwards again to where they were deceiving and deceitful and doing all those things again, which you thought they got away from. Or maybe they're jealous. Or maybe they're trying to make you feel jealous. So definitely two different scenarios going on here that are very imminent. Yeah, you're definitely traveling away from this situation. You have the Chariot, the fastest moving card in the deck. So definitely whatever you're withdrawing from, you're definitely going to pick up your luggage right away and move to this other direction. You might have a lot of unpaid debts. Maybe this job or whatever's going on around you has got you trapped in debt. and you're feeling like I'm trapped, literally trapped here in this debt. I have to go and pick up the pieces. You might even feel like your partner over here is being greedy with their money and not helping you pay your way out of your debts because, we're married or we're, connected over here. It just feels very unfair, like I helped you do something and you're not helping me out. So there's no fairness. It's just power domination. So it doesn't feel like it's definitely leaning towards one side and not the other side. Okay, so it's very backwards, very one-sided, very lopsided for sure. But it does feel like we have this full moon that's coming in right now, so you might feel like you have this courage, this overwhelming courage right now, and this passion, and that you're kind of persuading yourself, to get focused. Or you may even have this Leo that's coming in to persuade you, hey, you know what? And they're building that courage within you to really want to fix this situation, get out of this situation, and revive this situation for your own better health, knowing that there's potentials out there, knowing, that I do have the courage. And with this full moon in Aries, is a, an energy of impulsive behavior, courage, willpower, right? It's fire. So that's just your fire. So that's just going to, really pound on you, making you want to take those extra steps to withdraw, to say, you know what, now it's time. I can't live in this inner, this place of no inner happiness, and I don't feel joyful. I can't sit here no more. So you may feel like you want to pounce. It may make you feel like you want to jump, take a risk, take that leap of faith, feeling like, I'm empowered to do this. Yeah. For a lot of you, it's getting out of a relationship that no longer makes you happy, where the happiness ended. Too much tension, too much broken communication. And like I said, if it's something that has to do with a business that you own or something like that, or a job where you feel like we don't even have the communication at work the way we used to. Maybe I'm going to go out, I'm going to put in a new application, I'm going to get a new job, I'm going to put in my 2 weeks notice, or maybe you just found this job and you're going to put in your 2 weeks notice and now it's time to really move. They accepted my application and now I'm really getting in there and I'm really going to, I'm going to accept this job offer. I'm going to do it. Because it's not the friendly atmosphere that I was looking for, or it's not, financially going the way I want it to go. So I'm going to get this second job so that I can bring in the money that I need. So whatever it is, it's going to be a release, and it's going to allow all this weight off of your shoulders and all this confusion and, all these indecisions to, ripen as you're getting this golden opportunity. There's a lot of people who are getting the golden opportunity. In fact, Aries had the golden opportunity as well. So this is going to allow you to be driven to want to go after your passions and find, you know what, I have more movement and I'm feeling very fearless at this time. And that's that Aries. Now this is Aries card coming out because we have that Aries moon, full moon coming out, which is saying I'm going to be driven towards my blessings, towards my happiness, for my family, for myself, taking on this new success and this new vitality that I've lost, right? And if it is a backsliding relationship, maybe you're getting out of this relationship where you're no longer feeling it. I'm no longer feeling it with them. It's the grass isn't greener over here, but I'm not feeling that I'm living up to my successful power when it comes to a job. There's not enough success here. Okay. And those of you, like I said, if you are working from home, maybe you're just going to put that on the side and do it during the weekends or something, or when, integrate it as you go, saying I'm not really going to kill it, but maybe some of you will. Maybe you'll just take the whole thing down. Maybe it's really destroyed you and you really have too many unpaid debts towards the situation. Everybody's story is going to be a little bit different because it's going to feel like a false success. But now you're getting past that. And this full moon is really going to allow you to have better understandings, clearer thinking about the situation, and allow you to move where you're not going to feel like I'm sitting in a comfort zone. You're going to allow that comfort zone to, go away. You're going to be very ambitious at this time and feeling like you have a lot of ambitious thoughts coming towards you, getting ready for this new goal, this new victory that you have. And you're really going to feel like you're standing out in the spotlight, even if it's just for yourself, because you're going to feel so much better because you're shining. Okay. And people are going to notice that. They're going to notice that for sure. Look at Sag go. So I love this reading for you. Okay, if it's a love situation, I'm definitely seeing yourself out of this relationship because it just feels like I'm blindly being led by the blind. Hierophant in reverse, having blind faith. Could be the blind leading the blind in the end because I don't know what the hell you're doing, so I feel blind too. Or you're trying to blindside me with your deceit, but I'm not blinded anymore. No matter what the situation is, they may think that they were blindsiding you, but you're not. Everything's coming to light no matter what. You got that star again. Come on, guys. With the king of your own card, king of clubs. That's the king of fire, king of wands. That's you. Saying, that's me. I'm taking this leap. I'm focused on what it is I want to do. I'm seeing from a new perspective. I'm taking the power back for myself because I'm mentally clear about this situation. And I know that I have this inner calling. This inner calling keeps me going strong. And I'm going to go be the mercy of myself and do what's right for myself. Not worry about what anybody else is saying or anybody else is doing. I'm doing this for myself. It's your judgment day. Only you can make the judgment call. Unless you want the universe to 100% make it. The universe is already yelling at you to do so. But now it's about you, right? It's called free will. You taking that, but you have two cards of the universe saying it's time to shine, Sad. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get that goal going. Let's get that destiny going. There's so much hope for you. Take that inner calling. You know you want it. Here's you sitting in your own power saying, I see what's going on. I'm focused on what's going on. I can see. And boy, can I see clearly now. And I'm going to cut through everything and I'm growing. See how you're growing through this situation. No longer going to feel dead inside, knowing that things are not going my way. Having the ultimate improvement. Seeing that the world is your oyster. Seeing where you're going and watching the progress come through. That's where you're on your way to. That is exactly where it is. Escaping the clutches of anything that keeps you down. The clutches of the devil. That's just that negative energy. That's what, that's like that energy that says you're stuck here, you can't move here. And you're saying, no, that's not true. I'm not doing that. There is no vice that keeps me down. I'm cutting the chains and I'm not going to allow that anymore. So definitely becoming a powerhouse. Definitely going after your own riches, whatever it is for you. Even if it's getting out of a love situation, that's just taking your power back, saying, I'm not going to allow this to happen to me anymore. I don't want this anymore. You're taking my power, my power away by lying to me. That's allowing myself to be disloyal to my own heart by allowing you to do these bad things. I'm going after my own self. I'm going where the grass is green. You can't treat me right. I got to make sure that everybody's treating me right for my own self-respect, right? My own self-care. Not allowing this anymore. For some of you, I just feel like it's like I've given you chance after chance. You do good for a while and then you go back. It's like, don't you love yourself enough not to do such things? They'll figure it out. But it does look like if you are trying to get away from a certain situation, they're going to try to string you along. They're going to want to not cut those strings. They want to say, no, wait, Sag, there's hope for us. And you're saying there was, but there is no more. Because now I have an uneasiness about this situation. It even could be to the point where I'm just bored of the same situation over and over again. Okay. They're afraid of loneliness, so they're going to want to entice you. Try to keep you there. There's that devil trying to keep you there, trying to entice you, trying to message you. Could even become an embarrassment to themselves. you might say, wow, you know, you're almost embarrassing yourself by, you know, saying such things, you know, because what you're saying you know, is just, it's nonsense. Okay. Okay. Some weird energy coming out. I've had some kind of, I would have to say the mid-month has been some very interesting energy we haven't seen in a while. Really wanting to pick up on a lot of the seventh house for sure. A lot of seventh house readings. We didn't do the astro dice, so maybe that's why it's feeling a little different. I'm not used to not doing astro dice. Because of the concert that I went to, we didn't get to those because I was gone on the 5th, the 4th, 5th, and 6th. So, or 3rd, 4th, and 5th, excuse me. But I think maybe that's why it feels a little awkward because we usually know kind of what's coming. So then when it's coming, then it's kind of like we're already ready for it. This is kind of like shocking surprise for myself. Sacral chakra coming out, just knowing that you're going after your own desires, your own, you know, this is what I want for myself. I'm going after my own heart's desires as I'm keeping myself very grounded, getting a lot of chakras coming out. And you will rejoice in celebration as soon as you get this all done. Then you will definitely start seeing your material harvest, which I love because it shows over here that wait, was it? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles is in reverse. So it's saying I wasn't seeing I was seeing false success. I was not seeing any success within the situation. Now you're going to start harvesting and reaping what you sow and really feeling that Nine of Pentacles coming out, really feeling that fruit to your labor, really feeling more comfortable and really starting to see everything turning back around for you. And, you know, it's just going to be a huge turn in energy where you're just going to feel like weight's been lifted off my shoulders and really knowing that the money is coming back in where you felt the money wasn't. So, you know, you're going to start seeing all of these things. And remember, the Nine of Pentacles is also a single woman or single male. So, you know, even if you have to be single, you're going to say, I feel very comfortable right now just being single, so I don't have to deal with this kind of stress from this other person. You see what I'm saying? Okay, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.